Hi ladies, Beth from Be Styled, and it's time for Tipsy Tuesday live this week. It's been a couple weeks since I've come to you live. Happy to be here. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm sharing all my tips about my favorite outfit formation strategy that I use now without even really thinking about it. So you're gonna, fortunately for you, you're gonna get a glimpse into the craziness, weird brain of mine. But it is my 3-color strategy. I'm not gonna call it a rule because I don't want you to get hung up on rules here. It is a strategy that I use without even knowing it now. And I've been using it in my groups when I make suggestions to people, and I'm just gonna try to explain it to you as easily as possible without making it too rigid and too rule-like, because this is not brain surgery. You're supposed to have fun when you get dressed, but this will just give you some guidelines. But first I want to start with a quick story that involves Mary, and if you're new here, you might not know that Mary is my beloved mother who was very involved in my business. I used to bring her on live, and everyone who has known me for a while knows Mary. She did pass away at the age of 97, almost 97, in March, and we miss her dearly. But she was a great dresser her whole life. And when she was, I think probably like her 95th birthday, I was putting together a collage of some really great like looks from my family photo albums growing up. And I was just noticing certain things, certain like trends showed up in a lot of her pictures. And one of them was this 3-color rule strategy. And so I asked her, I was like, Mom, do you consciously kind of dress with 3 colors? You know, sometimes 2 colors, sometimes 1, but really never more than 3. And she was like, what? She was like, no, I have no idea that's what I was doing. She really didn't know. It wasn't a conscious thing. It just sort of came to her. And I think over the years, she realized it was working for her. And so I think that's kind of how these strategies come to be. So let's start with a very basic outfit that I have on that can illustrate what I mean when I'm talking about the 3-color rule. First of all, this is my strategy, and the reason it works so easily for me is because I personally keep my bottoms very neutral. I've always told people if I had to live the rest of my life with 4 pairs of pants, I could be very happy. I really could be. They would be black, denim, white, and then the 4th pair would be sort of a toss-up between like an olive pant or a tan camel or maybe gray. But the black, white, and denim are they've been for so many years my go-to, and those are what I wear the most. Obviously I have different styles in those 3 colors, but those are the 3 colors that I wear all the time. So my strategy has always been I wear a neutral bottom, almost always. There's an exception I'm going to show you. And then I wear 2 pieces on top, a top and then a topper or a 3rd piece. And one of those is usually a neutral that contrasts with the other neutral that I'm wearing on the bottom. And the 3rd is a pop of color or a high contrast neutral, okay? So basically it's 3 elements, 2 neutrals and a pop of color. Now my pop of color, as I'm showing you today, might not actually be a color in the true sense of the word. I'm wearing denim, a medium denim. These are my Levi's wedgie jeans. I'm linking all these in the link that should be showing on your screen. My denim, black, camel. 1, 2, 3 colors. Okay, but these are all very neutral. So I, being so creative, I added a new red lip that I just got to kind of bring a little bit of color into this very neutral look. So don't forget things like your lip color, your nail color, which mine are very neutral today. But those, and you know, your handbag could be a pop of color. So there are ways to add color, you know, in a small dose that has a big impact, especially if you love a very neutral look. Okay. Perfect example for nails. I actually just got my nails done with my friend Kim. She wears a version of this kind of outfit a lot. She's very neutral. She loves her neutrals. She loves grays, camels, tans, denim, black. Okay, she always looks great. She gets it's called Coke Bottle Red nail. She does it a lot. She has like shorter nails like this, a shorter nail with the Coke bottle red, which is a tradition, like a true red. It's not burgundy, it's not pink, it is red. And if you know Bobbi Brown, and you love Bobbi Brown, that is her signature nail color. She wears a lot of black, a lot of neutrals, and she wears her nails short and in a true Coke, I think it's called Coke bottle, you could correct me, bottle red nail. So that's, remember, your nails, your jewelry are examples of ways you can bring in some color. But back to the 3 colors. So here's my 1, 2, 3. Now, let's just say, first I'm gonna talk about shoes, because that's the other big component of this, shoes. I pretty much wear 3 different shoes. Just like I pretty much wear my 3 pants, 3 colors pants, I almost always wear either a white sneaker, a black shoe. Today I have on loafers. It could be a bootie or a boot, or a taupe loafer, bootie, or boot. Those are the 3 shoes I wear, black, white, taupe. Now, what I'm wearing is going to determine which color I'm going to wear, which shoe I'm going to wear. And I'll explain that as I go along. But again, back to what I'm wearing now. I'm wearing the black shoes because I have a black top on. Okay, to me, it just balances. It's that bookend that people talk about. It's not written in stone. I could definitely wear taupe. I could definitely wear like if I had, cognac or saddle brown shoes, that would look great with this outfit. I don't, but I have black, so I'm wearing black today, and I'm wearing gold. I'm actually wearing gold and silver jewelry, and my shoes and my belt both have gold. But let's say I was not wearing black, I was wearing a white top. Okay, I could be wearing another great look, white, camel, denim. Love that combo. There's my 3 colors. But if I were wearing this, which I would often, I would actually swap out my black shoes for either maybe a leopard. I would wear a leopard or a neutral taupe. In my case, I almost always wear taupe, but if you wear brown or saddle, that's what I would go with, because again, you're balancing out the lighter top with your shoe. Okay, so the lighter shoe is going to balance off the lighter top. Okay, so that is my first example. Now let's say I wanted to add color. I wanted to wear this exact same combo, jeans, camel sweater. Let's say I wanted to add a deep, bold plum. What would I do? Here I've got 3 colors. I've got denim, plum, camel. This is, again, you're getting into my brain. What I would do here is I would bring in a gold necklace, because that would kind of echo the camel and make that similar. If I brought in silver, in my mind, I'd be adding a 4th color. I'd be having the silver gray, silver is sort of a gray color, and the plum and the camel and the denim. To me, that adds too many. That's you're getting into 4+ colors. Here, the gold necklace and the camel jacket count as 1, plum in the shirt, and denim. There's my 3. And then I would not wear my red lip, clearly. I would wear my go-to plum. I wear Beauty Counter lippies. This is called True Plum, I believe. I would wear this, which is what I wear most days. Okay, so there's another example of what I'm wearing, but changing it into 3 colors. Okay, now let's go to a second, completely different option here. What's my second look here? Let's talk about if you were wearing what I would call like a suit look, like matching jacket and bottoms. And just for fun, I'm going to show you that in a color for all my color girls. I have a matching, these are the Peach Ponte wide leg boot cut pants that I have in black. I also have them in plum with the matching moto jacket. Okay, so picture this could be black, or it could be, in this case it's plum. You've got a matching jacket and bottom. So you have so many options here to bring in your 2nd and 3rd color, right? And again, this is going to go based on what your taste is. My inclination would be to go sort of with this bold. This is a bold look for me, especially a head to toe plum. I would probably kind of go mellow it out with gray, with a light gray, or even a charcoal. I just happen to have this gray top here, so I would add gray, and then I would go with silver. I would go with silver which matches, which is, you know, kind of in line with the gray. And then I would actually wear a black shoe with this, just because the plum is sort of a deep color, and I just think a black shoe would be great. And that technically would, and probably carry a black bag. So that would be my three colors: plum, black, and gray silver. Okay. Now another option, you could do the same thing if this was a black top. You could do the exact same thing with a black top. Another option would be, keeping with this suit, which would be to add a pattern. Add a pattern. So, you know, I could add a pattern that obviously incorporated the plum. Here's a perfect option. So there, I'm just, the pattern at the top immediately gives me my three colors. I've got, this has more than three colors, but to my eye, this is just maybe two colors, matches the plum. There you got your three colors and black shoes. Okay? See how that works? And from there, you could, you know, so many different options, you know, based on what you have in your closet. Let's see if I give you any other examples there. As I'm going along, let me know if you have questions. I'd like to make this interactive, if at all possible, because sometimes this can get confusing, especially when I'm explaining it, right? All right. Okay, so that's your matching suit. Now, let's just say you're doing a matching suit in black, just because that's probably more common to what we see. I mean, how many of us grew up when you're in our working world wearing a black pants, black jacket, and then they'd say, okay, wear a bright colored top. That's a great outfit. Black, and a bright colored top. Great interview look, right? There you've got your two colors. Because I would, in this case, I would almost always wear a black shoe, especially because these are very long black pants. It's a lot of black. I would just keep the shoe black in most cases. And then I'm wearing a bold color, okay? Whether it's a pattern or solid. In this case, there's my two colors. And this is where what I would do is go back to the jewelry. I would wear my plum lip again, get rid of the red lip, and then I would use a bold, especially if I was going on an interview and I was wearing this, I would then put on a bold silver, in my case, silver necklace and basic silver hoops, because that is bringing clearly into a third color in without a lot of fuss, and it's very chic, but it's significant and classic and memorable, and three colors, okay? Now your other option would be to, you know, bring in a patterned scarf. I mean, I haven't been wearing scarves a lot lately, but you might have scarves that you want to bring in to add some interest to a two-color suit outfit. But my favorite trick is to use the metal in jewelry to bring in a third color, remembering that your jewelry metal is a color, right? And it counts, okay? Let's see, do we have any questions? Is this making sense? Okay, now we're gonna talk about dresses. Now we're talking about pattern especially. Okay, here are two pattern dresses. They don't look good together, let me trust me. You got this one and this one. Don't get hung up on the dress itself. Just think of the pattern. To my eye, and maybe not to you, to my eye, this is more of a neutral pattern, in that I look at it and I see like one or two colors tops. There really are more than that, but when I look at it, I see one, two, maybe three colors, okay? When I look at this dress, I love both of these dresses, I look at it and I see more than three colors. I see a lot of colors. So if I were wearing this dress, this is more of a summer dress from Amazon that I didn't wear as much as would like to have. Too busy moving. I would wear this either completely as it is. On a warm day, I wore this without any kind of topper, with maybe some turquoise jewel, a turquoise ring, and simple earrings. Let a pattern like this be the showstopper. Leave it at that. Don't be looking at it and saying, well, I have a seafoam green jacket and pink shoes, and I could, you know, I've got items and a purse in this color, and think you've got to pile all those great colors on because you have them. Because that's where it starts to get to be a mishmash of lots of color. When it's, in my opinion, if this is strictly my opinion, in my opinion, with a dress like this, you're better off keeping your shoe neutral, letting the dress just steal the show, be the showstopper. Keep everything else quiet and neutral. If you want to add you know, it's getting chilly, you're going out at night, my go-to would be, surprise, surprise, a denim jacket. because, and I'm not going to look at it and say, well, that shade of blue isn't in the dress. It's denim, so it's neutral. And it will quiet down and just add a touch of sophistication and coolness to kind of a wild pattern. As you can see here, see? It's just good. Versus, let's say, do I have anything here? Let's say I had a cardigan or a jacket in one of these. This isn't the same pink color. I would never do this because it's a blazer. You wouldn't wear a blazer with a bohemian, I wouldn't at least. But let's just say you had a cardigan or something in this color and this color matched this. You could definitely do that. I mean, I would definitely do it with a blouse maybe, if it was a blouse, but with a dress, to me, I feel like it gets to look a little contrived when you're picking a color in the dress and adding a third piece. Not always. It can be great, but in my opinion, you're better off going neutral with a bold print like this. Now let's go back to the more neutral print. I've been stuck with the neutral print. I think you have more options for third pieces. It can definitely stand on its own, in which case I would just probably wear a black or a nude shoe or boot or bootie. But, you know, you could definitely pull out the plum in the dress and throw on a plum blazer. Or this is a moto jacket, plum moto jacket. And that is giving you that, to my eye, it's like a three color look. For the shoe, in this scenario, I would personally go black. I would go black with this top because of the darkness. Very dark. This plum is a deep plum. The pattern with the plum looks dark. I would keep the shoe dark. If I were going casual with this dress and I was throwing my denim jacket on it with it, in that case, you could still go black, but I would probably, since it's a little more of a casual look, I'd probably pair this with a taupe bootie, because I completely changed the look of the outfit to a more casual daytime look, less businessy. You know, the exact same look with either the everything's falling on the ground, either the plum moto jacket or the same thing I have on. Actually looks great with it, with black pumps, or a black jacket or cardigan with this, and a black boot or pump. Takes the same dress and makes it very business appropriate. Okay? All right. Last but not least, and then I'll take questions, and maybe I'll do a little more mixing and matching just to show more examples, because I threw a bunch of stuff on my rack here. Let's talk about a solid dress. Now, the same kind of concept that we talked about with the plum suit would sort of apply here. This is just a solid sheath dress. Also comes in black. Okay. This is the peach. I think it's called the Marin dress. And anything I'm mentioning from Peach, discoverpeach.com //s/Beth R is 40% off, because as I've told you, Peach is going away and they are marking everything down, and it's very sad, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about the three color concept. So here's your one color in a dress. Could be anything. This is just an example. What would I do to add interest to this dress? I would go with probably the black. Again, this is the same kind of long cardigan jacket. I'd go with this, with the plum, and then I would add, because this kind of I think would look great with my black tall suede boots. And then I would do the trick with the silver. I would bring in silver to make my third color. So I'd have plum, black, and silver, and my plum lip. Okay. Or you could bring in a scarf with a pattern and add your third color that way. You could do even a solid. You could do gray. If you didn't want to do a necklace, you could add a scarf with the black and gray. Black, gray, plum, black shoes. Okay? Now, let's make this dress casual and put something lighter on top. What do I have here? Oh, well, there's, of course, the denim jacket. If I were to wear this with the denim jacket, and I would then throw on my taupe booties. The beauty of a taupe shoe like this is it's kind of just a non-color. It's going to kind of just blend in with your leg, whereas a black boot with this outfit is going to just, yes, it would give you your third color, but it's going to be heavy and dark on your foot. And with your, this is a dress that's knee length, it's going to be a lot of stark contrast between your bare leg and a black shoe with a dress like this. So I would go with neutral with this combination, with the denim and the plum. And then again, if you had a patterned scarf that tied it all together, you could do that. Or again, using your silver necklace would provide a third color as well and make it a little more casual. Let's say you had, how about this? Another work outfit. This plum dress, and this is a gray and white checked blazer. That looks great together. There you've got your three colors. Because this is light, what I would do here, because this is definitely gray, you could do it if you had a gray pump, that would be fantastic. I don't. A nude pump would work because it's going to disappear on your leg. But what I would probably do with this is I think I would wear just a very sleek black pump with this, because this is gray, and the gray and the black. I just said not to wear black with this dress, didn't I? Well, that was with the denim jacket. I would wear black with this and the silver necklace. Okay, and but I wouldn't wear a black booty. I would wear a black, very sleek pump, or pointy toe flat that wasn't chunky and clunky like a booty. That's what I wouldn't wear a black booty with this. I wouldn't wear a black booty with any skirt personally. Never say never, but I'd go with bare legs. I'd go taupe or tan. Okay, people, don't get mad at me for talking a lot. I'm sorry. This is what I do. I hope it's helpful. I think those are all the examples I have. So I wanted to see if anyone had questions. But if you just keep in mind when you're making your outfit that do I have three colors? Or do you just have two colors? Here's an example of using jewelry. I did this past week for when I went to Denver for my mother's little burial. I wore this, which again is the same as this, with my black Ponte long pants. It's a lot of black. Mary would not have wanted a lot of black. So I think I actually wore a white top. So I had black sweater, black pants. I belted this jacket sweater with the same belt that I have on. So the gold was showing. And then, at that point I'm in all black, maybe there's a little white showing. Then I added a gorgeous cobalt blue, royal blue earring. And this is such a statement piece. This became my third color. Okay, black, a little bit of white showing. I think I wore no necklace because those earrings are pretty significant. And that blue became my third pop of color against all the black. Black shoes. And then I threw on this as well. This is a flirtyfinds.com wrap scarf that I had to wear, against the elements or whatever. So it was black, white, and royal blue. But the earrings are what really were my third pop of color against an all black outfit. So if you're worried about wearing all black, if the color guru has told you black's not great for you, but you still want to wear black because, let's face it, it just is good and easy, especially for travel, then put color around your face. Maybe wear silver earrings if silver's better for you than gold when you're wearing black. Maybe bring in a really good color for you, scarf or wrap or earring to contrast with the black. Okay, that's my recommendation there. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. Let's see if anyone has questions. I am out of breath. Mixed gold and silver jewelry. That's a great question, Rebecca. I do. And I did that intentionally today with what I have on. Okay, because I am breaking all kinds of color guru rules for me right now. I am what's called a calm summer, which means technically I do better in cool tone clothing. And black, I'm better in like a gray or charcoal gray. But I love black and camel together. And I love black and camel and gold. But what I did to kind of balance that out is I'm wearing a two-tone layered necklace. This actually comes with a third gold, but I took it off because it's all convertible. This is from Stella & Dot, linked in that link that I showed. and silver earrings. So I'm putting the silver that's better for me against my skin tone. But the gold, but I don't really love it with all silver because of the camel. So I mixed in gold and silver, and I have my gold buckle in my pants, and my belt, and a gold buckle here. And I love camel and black. And when I first got my colors red, I was like, well, I actually gave away my camel to my girl with the red fingernails, Kim. And then I was like, I think I want some of it back because I really like camel, because I'm more of a neutral. So you can make any color work, I believe, if you love it. The point of something like the Color Guru is just to give yourself some guidelines so that you're not just completely confused every time you go to pick a color, when you're looking at that table of t-shirts and there's a million of them. At least once you know what your best colors are, it narrows the field. But I'm a big fan of mixing gold and silver, as long as you do it kind of intentionally. I like to do it intentionally. Now, if I were doing back to this like all black look with the gold, with these earrings that have gold, there's gold around the blue. I would keep everything gold. Like I wore the gold buckle, I wore gold bracelets because it was all black and very sleek, and the gold just provided some cohesion. I used very little of it. I didn't wear a necklace. I just wore gold bracelets, gold buckle, gold and blue earrings. Hi everyone. Okay, do we have any questions? Any more questions? I don't see any. If you have any questions, you can just type them below, and I always go back and answer as many as possible. But I thank you all for watching. I hope this didn't confuse you more than not. And again, use your discretion, but if you just have it in the back of your head, 3 colors, don't go crazy. And there are some people that would say black doesn't count, white doesn't count. I don't subscribe to that. I feel like white and black do count in the 3 colors. I kind of feel like they do, but in theory, they really don't. So if you're really into color and wearing a lot of color, then you could throw black and white in small doses, and they might not have to count towards your 3 color quota, okay? End of the day, wear what you want, wear what makes you happy. These are just the thoughts of a crazy girl named Beth on the internet. I hope they help you in some way or another. If anything else comes up and you have any questions, let me know. I'm always here and happy to answer your questions. All right, thanks for watching, ladies. See you next week. Bye.